away from him. There is some surface street traffic on the street as well, so this is turning into a potentially very, very dangerous situation here as we try and track the movements of this guy on the ground. It looks like he may...
Can you see what street he is on there, Mark? The suspect now, if you're just joining us, has been a pursuit that's been on 5 different freeways. We are now following the suspect who actually got out of the car here in North Hollywood. He is running on surface streets, carrying that we are presuming is a rifle that he showed outside of the car. He's now carrying that rifle, obviously being pursued by LAPD and CHP. It's kind of difficult here because he disappears in and out of the trees here. His car was registered to Pacoima, so we're not sure. Maybe he's familiar with this area in North Hollywood, maybe going to someone's home, maybe just randomly going into someone's home.
Just an exceedingly tough situation here. Unfortunately, Lou, we are talking to Burbank Tower, and they're having us maneuver 2 miles to the south. But there you have it. There he is, the suspect still walking.
And not just walking, he's walking with a rifle in the neighborhood.
He's on someone's property, basically walking on the grass on the backyard of someone's property there. You can see him kind of, he's just kind of standing around there, just maybe waiting for someone to come up to him. But you can see where he's basically behind that garage at this point. What his plans are, we just don't know at this point. Unfortunately, our shot is sort of deteriorating a little bit as the Burbank Tower asks us to maneuver a little bit farther to the south here. So we'll do the best we can. But we do know that the suspect is on foot. He basically ditched his car at the intersection right there off the 170 freeway at Magnolia. He is running towards the neighborhood about a block to the west along Magnolia here. And he is now carrying his gun, his long rifle, his assault rifle presumably, and is walking around the neighborhood in and out of some of the homes that are based here.
Yeah, and also it's interesting because it looks like a cluster of homes in this area where he is in these yards, and I just saw another male walking. I don't know if it was a resident in that area or the police officers who... Do you see any police officers on the ground yet? I mean, I'm assuming they're right there with him, but are you able to see any of that?
You know what? I do not see any police officers on the ground, but as we were just kind of maneuvering around our shot here, I can tell you that there are quite a few officers on the ground. I do have you there, too. And there are quite a few officers on the ground here, so they are basically fanning out in the neighborhood. The LAPD has a general idea where they are. They do still have a couple of helicopters overhead monitoring this guy's movement, so assuming that this guy doesn't kind of position under a tree or something like that, they should, they should know where he is, and hopefully they will be able to approach this guy, and this guy will hopefully give up peacefully. So far that has not been the case, but again, the LAPD is aware of his whereabouts here, and so the helicopters overhead. And it looks like there he is right there. It looks like he's on the top of a garage, so we've reacquired the shot there. He's basically on top of a garage at this point. What he's going to do, we don't know, but there you have it.
Mark, in this situation, it is so scary because he is acting like in no way is he surrendering here. He is being very aggressive, clearly showing that he does have a rifle or some type. It may even be a form of a machine gun there because it does have the base on the bottom of the gun as well. But he's clearly showing aggressive behavior, now sitting on a roof, but still holding that gun. And in this situation, how scary and for the police and CHP, because now he has a view to be able to, dare say, like, begin being a sniper at this point if he wanted to be.
Yeah, just a dangerous situation here. The guy's a long rifle here, and he's in a position of advantage potentially because he is high up on the rooftop there, so you might be able to see the movements of some of the people who are on the ground trying to get him. And so, a potentially very dangerous situation here. The LAPD might change around their tactics and how they deal with this guy. Hopefully they will be able to get this guy down peacefully, but certainly a very tense situation. This is right at the intersection, we understand, of Irvine and Magnolia. It's just about a couple of blocks to the west of the 170 freeway. We just did see the suspect there who had basically climbed up onto the roof of a home or a garage or something like that, possibly a carport, carrying that long rifle. So we don't know what his intentions are. Does he still want to resist? Does he not want to be captured? Or does he want to go peacefully? Hopefully the latter, but we just don't know at this point. The LAPD, again, is aware of the situation here. They do have a couple of airships overhead, and they do know where he is. They do know where he is on the ground because we do have officers on the ground who are basically also tracking his movement. So we will see over the course of the next several minutes what he chooses to do. We are basically pulling out to a wide shot because we don't want to show anything, that might be the result of gunfire or something like that. But we can tell you that the guy is standing. You can just kind of see in the center of the shot, he's basically standing up on a roof or something like that. And now he is behind the trees there, and so it's becoming increasingly difficult to kind